Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Oh, thanks guys, thank you. Thanks for the warm applause. And my name is Amir Zoghi, and I'm here to talk to you about how to use your intuition to achieve greater success and fulfillment. And that's what it's about. We're not after success only. Most people think we're after success, but it's the fulfillment we're after. We want success so we can have a sense of fulfillment. So to start, I guess I would like to talk a little bit about my story, and it's very brief, don't worry. I've always used my intuition. It's been something that I've always naturally done. I wasn't smart in school. I should rephrase that. I was smart at school. It's just that I'm going to blame my parents here. Watch this. My parents divorced, and then I started rebelling, and I kind of went off tracks a little bit. When I say off tracks, I just stopped studying as hard. That's what I mean by that. And so when I went into business the very first time, I didn't know the how or what you're meant to do in business to make it successful. So my very first business failed, and my second business also failed, because if you fail once, you try again, and it also failed. So by the age of 21, I was on the verge of bankruptcy. And I know my parents had both experienced bankruptcy at some stage of their life, so I was looking at this going, this is my trend. My third business was very different. I started to, with the guidance of my mother and father actually, I started to follow more of my feeling of what to do. Like my mum always used to tell me, follow your heart, and believe in yourself and trust in yourself. Those are the big words that she used to say to me. So the third business, I used my intuition, and I don't know where it came from, but I began to use it. And I use this word intuition, and I don't want to get stuck into woo-woo stuff, because it's not, because some people just, when I talk about intuition, they go, oh, I want to use my intuition now. And the thing is, and they start doing things like, oh, what does my intuition say? And the thing is, like, the moment you say, what does my intuition say, right, you've already not in your intuition. Like, you're in your intuition when you notice your intuition just spoke, not when you say, what does my intuition say? Because the person, one of the things I've learned is that you don't look for the answer from the space that you ask the question from. Sure, we use our heads. I use my head to ask the question. But I realized that the most powerful, the most impacting answer didn't come back from here. It came here. So I asked the question here, but I allowed the answer to be found here. And when I'm talking about here, I'm not just talking about heart. I'm talking about wisdom. Because wisdom is not knowledge. Wisdom is when you have a direct experience of what you once knew. So my third business did well. I became successful, if you like, in my own little lunchbox, and my fourth business did well, my fifth business did well. It seems to be that I'm on track. The businesses are doing well, and when I say doing well, they are bringing income. I'm making money, right? And as I go deeper and more experience into business, what I've found is that I'm working less and less and less. Like, I really don't work much at the moment. It's like when I was invited to this talk, most people think, oh, you're very busy. I'm not. I mean, I'm very busy doing things I love, because I'm also a pilot, and I go and fly aircrafts, and I do aerobatic flying and taking people up and showing them what life is like upside down. It is better. Life is better when you're upside down, I believe anyway. And so, I am busy doing the things I love. That's the thing I'm busy with. But when an opportunity like this comes to go and share in my talk, it's like I look at my calendar. I can do that day. It's very rare where I'm very busy. And I use this word busy because, this is getting to intuition. Just stay with me for a sec, because most of us in our lives make our lives so busy. We're continuously running. Running where? I don't know. Somewhere. running somewhere to arrive somewhere. We're continuously running. And the thing is, one of the things that I realized in beginning to use my intuition, and I will say / creativity here, because this intuition and creativity are like brothers and sisters. They come from the same family. Both come from the right side of your brain. You know, your language and intellect and your science and your math part, all is your left-hand side of your brain. But intuition and creativity, both from the right-hand side. One of the things I noticed is that it was always there. You know, we look to use creativity, and how important is it to use creativity? I mean, all our greatest solutions, our greatest ideas in businesses come from the creativity. Again, more and more people in business are talking about using their intuition. You know, you've got people like Richard Branson, you've got people like Oprah who continuously talk about intuition and using their intuition in business. So both these two are very important in business. And that's the only thing I ever, if you like, tapped into. I never became good at business. People think I'm good at business. People think I'm good in marketing. I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm naturally a leader, yes. Okay, that's something that's come naturally to me when I'm in business. But I don't. You talk about business plans. You talk about spreadsheets. You talk about. I don't know. It's just I just go with a feeling. How much is this product? How much are we going to sell it? Well, I feel this is how much I'm going. That's how much this product should be marketed for. Then we might reference it to what the numbers say, what the budgets say. And then I might have a little bit of input there. But the first instinct, the first decision comes from the feeling. So the first thing I realized is that the intuition or creativity is there. You don't need to look for it. What happens is that we become so busy up here. We're continuously chasing the next success, the next goal. We're continuously chasing this carrot that's being dangled in front of us. Everyone know what I mean by being really busy here? And like, it's like, even if you're not, like, the biggest thing I realize why people are continuously busy is because, and I get this from myself, right? Is because if you were to slow down, you were to start to feel things. And most people don't like to feel things because some of the things that are there to be felt for some people, they've labeled it as something negative. Yeah, and we're running away from ourselves. So we continuously create this life that's continuously busy. And even if you created your success, you're still busy. But hang on a sec. Remember when you're younger? Remember when you said, I want to be successful so then I can do what I want to do when I want to do it? Wasn't that, it was my statement. I want to be successful, man, because I want to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. That was the big statement, right? But then what happened to that? You see, I became successful. I couldn't do whatever I want to do whenever. I could have like these moments, and then when I would have moments of, look at me, I'm on the beach. I'll take a photo of it on Facebook, and everyone, look at me, I'm having a great life. I would do that. But I was always running. I was always busy. So what I'm getting at is that you don't need to find your intuition. It's already there. You just need to stop. Stop and be where? Be here. Be here, be right now. That's the first thing I would like to talk to you about intuition. The second thing I want to talk to you about intuition is why. What is the number one reason why people don't use intuition? Because this is quite interesting. Because intuition, creativity, everyone is intuitive, everyone is creative. It's just some people have too much noise going on here. Everyone knows that, right? I've already explained it. But who knows about the two noises or the two voices they got in their head? Yeah? Everyone here got two voices in their head? Yeah? One voice just said, which two voices? That was just one of the voices, yeah? Which two voices? Well, that's one. You just identified one of them. You know, I'll get back on track in a sec. I thought today I'm here to talk to you about intuition. And I thought the best way of me talking to you about intuition or creativity is to do what I normally do and actually not decide what I'm going to talk about. Now, I've done talks all around the world. I've done talks for TEDx and very, very respectable companies. And one of the first things that they do when I do a talk, they say it's very important that you know exactly what you're going to say, how long you're going to talk about, maybe even practice it. I don't disagree with that, right? But I thought, if I'm going to show you or tell you about intuition, the most powerful thing for me to do is actually show you how it works. I'm actually standing in front of you, having nothing to say before I get up on stage. I know that for some people that's actually very frightening, but that nothingness, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, is what intuition comes, or is where intuition comes from. That nothingness, the emptiness, is what infinite energy comes from. Creativity, intuition comes from the nothingness. You know, it's about finding certainty in the uncertain, because people are afraid of nothing. I'm too busy because I'm afraid of feeling nothing. I'm too busy because I'm afraid to stop. But that nothingness is where all your great ideas come from. And I'll talk more about that in a sec. So this is what I'm actually doing right now, just to show you I'm actually speaking completely unscripted, completely in the moment. All right? And guess what? One of the possibilities of me doing that is I could be terrible.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.